Hey, what's going on, guys? So I just opened a Going Gear Club, and inside that box was this awesome knife. This is the Remette Swordfish, and it's a very cool gravity knife, and I want to do a separate video on it so you guys can see it with a little bit better lighting. So I am in between my filming, like I'm setting up a new filming section in the house. Again, as I explained in the other video, if you didn't see it, the filming table I decided to use when I moved to this new house was only supposed to be temporary. All right, it's kind of like in the living room section, and I can't have my stuff all set up. It just looks horrible all the time. So I wanted to come up with a permanent solution. I do have a different spot that I'm going to be filming, but in the meantime, I tried filming a video on my desk, and it was horrible. There's only one lighting source in there, and it was creating shadows all the time. It was, and then I got a text message. The video sucked. But it is what it is. I can only open those things once, right? So, while I'm waiting for lighting to come in that I purchased for the other section, I'm just going to film here, which is the original dining room table. I'm in my dining room. Although this is the bad side of the table. I used to film on the other side because years ago, I spilled some nail polish remover, and it stripped the, clear coat on the table. I always wanted to refinish this whole thing. That's a whole project, but for now, I got the Christmas decorations out, so I have this little mat, kind of covers it a little bit. So at least there's lighting in here. I have multiple sources of lighting already. So that's why I'm doing this video real quick in here. So, yes, here's the knife. I want to show you the packaging real quick, because I did keep it. And we got a little sleeve on the box. And then I was going to pull this up, but I would have ripped this piece. There's no instructions, of course, but this actually pops out. All right. Then we have our little storage clamshell, as well as a sheath. I was excited to see the sheath before I tried using it. I'm not a fan of this. It's just, first of all, it's a slip. It's a knife slip, not really a sheath. All right, I'm not sure. The real purpose is a cutout here so that you can use, or so that this switch, isn't rubbed or touched, because obviously if you try to put in a sheath and it opens up, it could, let the blade out, I guess. I just don't see the purpose on this a lot. There is a pocket clip on the knife, so if you want to carry it, you carry it in a pocket clip. This would maybe just be for storage. I don't know. It doesn't even hug the knife very well. You know what I mean? It flares out towards the top. It's not even touching the knife here. It's just kind of weird. Anyway, I want to show it to you just because it came with it. Right? It's a Remette logo. Nice, very, very soft clamshell. If you want to store this without being scratched up. All right, so on to the knife. We have titanium here. All right. Very, very nice. There's we can get a zoom in. You see the texturing on the front is really nice. We have our switch, which is very, very easy to use. Now what the switch does is it opens up the wings on both sides to allow the blade to slide out. So when this is closed, it's not like it has anywhere to move anyway. There's no rattle or anything like that. There's no noise. It is completely solid in there. All right. But let me back out. When you open this up, you turn it. Right, let gravity open it, and then you release the switch, so it holds it, it pinches it. Now, without touching those off, I'm just holding down the bottom. There is no blade play. All right, it's not going anywhere. There's no play. However, when you're using the knife, your thumb would rest on the back, pushing that closed, and then your grip, your forefinger here, the side of it, would push on the other side. So you're pinching, essentially, the mechanisms, the wings that open that would release the blade. So if you were a little concerned, hey, I don't know, is that going to push in? Even if you're stabbing in something, if you're stabbing, like this, your grip is still closing that, but I wouldn't be worried about this blade sliding or moving at all. That's my point. You're solidifying that mechanism to be shut with your grip. All right, so the harder you're using it, the stronger your grip is, which is, it's not likely to open. I'm not saying it'd be impossible, but I wouldn't have any issues at all. 99% you're cutting, the force is this way. You're cutting through something, right? So the force is not pushing the blade in unless you're stabbing. The force is this way, just pushing on the back, but again, your thumb is pushing against it. All right, I'm currently fighting, I don't know, some kind of head cold or walking pneumonia or something. It's pretty gnarly. So I just had a coughing fit off camera. Sorry about that. But anyway, I'm back. So yeah, super, super cool knife. All right, gravity knives. I love it. There's an insert on the back. Just gives it a little bit of character, I guess. This one is a carbon fiber, but it has a mix of a hunter green color and some kind of a neon yellow. As you can see, just kind of swirled in with the carbon fiber. So that's kind of cool, something a little bit different. So yeah, I mean, I dig this a lot. You see the remnant on top there. Our blade, by the way, is M390. There is a pot clip on the back. All right, haven't carried this yet at all. I just opened it up, playing with it. But pot clip seems like it would work fine. It's a stiff titanium clip. All right, so, you know, once I actually, you know, carry and use this, we'll get more information, maybe do an update in the future. But yeah, I mean, just super, super cool. Very nice look, very comfortable in the hand. Again, this is a wide piece here with tons of functional jimping on it on both sides. All right, so holding it here feels really good. It's a slight coffin shape, right? Very simple, just tapers down. So, I mean, anyone's hand size or shape would feel good with this. I love the blade. It's a very, very simple clip point. All right, not extreme at all. All right, so you do have a little channel here. It's on both sides. Again, M390, it is marked at the base of the blade there. Zoom in, you can see that. But yeah, just a pretty neat knife. Very, very cool. I love it. I saw this knife online, and I was very interested in picking one up, and here it is. I mean, it's hard because, again, a lot of the stuff, like the majority of things I get are through trades. And like I said in, you know, my previous video, this type of knife is, you know, if someone buys this, they, you know, more than likely want it. I mean, there's always a chance someone gets it, is like, it's not for me, or doesn't use it or whatever. So it's not impossible to get for trades, but the people I regularly trade with, I've asked before a couple times, hey, do you happen to have this knife? No, I don't have the knife. A lot of people didn't even know it existed. So that's why I want to make a video on it. In case you didn't know it existed, it is super, super cool. Full retail is $238 on this guy. Obviously, you're not going to pay full retail, so it is you can find it cheaper than that online. Again, it's a Remette Swordfish, if you want to Google it. I don't know offhand what dealers carry it, except for, again, CRKT Knives. I believe they had it on their website, or at least maybe it's their sister's website. But that's where I first saw it. But just super, super cool. So yeah, it's an interesting design. I love interesting knife mechanisms, right? The gravity knife is nothing new. That's a quite old design. But what makes it a gravity knife is somehow, you know, keeping the blade inside the handle, and then you hit a mechanism to release the blade, right? That's a gravity knife, but the mechanism to release it is what changes over the years. And this is just unique in how this one happens to function. So just kind of cool. It is super smooth as you're pushing forward. Again, not sure exactly what's going on the inside. Maybe we can find a blowout. What's it called? Like a blow-up schematic, you know what I'm talking about, where it just shows all the parts. I'm having a brain fart right now. It's definitely not called a blowout. But anyway, that's that. It's a Remette Swordfish, super cool. And I'm assuming that they have other ones with different inserts too, different colors and stuff, maybe G10 or whatever. But it just gives it a little something. I mean, I kind of like that. I wish it wasn't there. I just like the titanium. I think that'd be cool. This is there just, it's visual. It's not serving any purpose other than just looking kind of cool or giving you a chance to have another material there. But yeah, anyway, that's that. Very nice. I cannot wait to start using this guy. Because I am curious, you know, even though in playing with it, it seems like that blade won't move. I want to know for sure. I want to zip through some cardboard, you know, cut a bunch of things and really check it out. And this one is going to be in the permanent collection, because although I do, you know, I trade a ton, but I do sell knives occasionally, and I do have a collection of knives with, you know, interesting knife mechanisms. That's something that I plan to never have to sell. I just want to pass it on to whoever when I die. I don't care who gets it, but I just think it's a cool collection. You know, right now there's maybe, I don't know, 100 to 150 knives, something like that. I never really counted them. I'm just assuming. But one day I will do a video showing you all those. And like literally, it'll have to be maybe a multi-segment video. Maybe it'll be a couple hours. Who knows? But I want to show every knife and all the different mechanisms. Different ways to open, different ways to lock. Just really cool stuff. So anything that's kind of unique, I get excited because I get to add to that collection. So anyway, that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. And I'll see you tomorrow with a brand new video. Take care.